We're looking at celebrities who overcame adversity and emerged stronger than ever. Here are the top 10 stars who overcame addiction. / Rock and roll, drugs, and booze tend to go hand in hand. / The lead guitarist for the world's most deadly band at the time spent the better part of 2 decades studying the impacts of substance misuse. Following his heart illness diagnosis in the early 2000s, things reached a head during the iconic musician's Velvet Revolver days, when he went on a hard bender that brought him back to reality. But, as the guitarist for Guns N' Roses noted, it's all about the music and his family these days. Angelina Jolie. Over the previous decade, half of Hollywood's once most power couple, the famous actress has never hidden her drug addiction. Angelina Jolie has spoken candidly about her bad girl image and the difficult moments she experienced as a child. The director of Unbroken, who admits she is lucky to be alive, has put those days behind her and is a staunch believer in proper nutrition. Angelina Jolie, now a mother of 6 and a philanthropist, is one of Hollywood's best leading ladies. Britney Spears. High-profile celebrities aren't immune to adversity, but few people's experiences match that of the pop princess. With songs like Baby One More Time and Toxic, Britney Spears catapulted to stardom in the late 1990s and early 2000s. The singer and her spouse split up a few years later, leading in a bitter custody fight. Things came to a climax when the pop starlet had a public meltdown, which was fueled in part by drug misuse. Since then, Britney has recovered and continues to create new music, with varied degrees of commercial success. Fergie. Few pop divas can equal Stacey and Ferguson's vocal range, which she rose to popularity after joining the hip-hop group the Black Eyed Peas. Nothing could stop Fergie for a while after her debut album spawned 3 Billboard Hot 100 #1 hits. However, throughout her Wild Orchid days, the American musician struggled with drug addiction, switching from ecstasy to crystal meth. During an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Fergie admitted to being an addict for a year until hypnotherapy helped her get rid of the monkey on her back for good. Daniel Radcliffe. It's difficult enough to grow up without having millions of people following your every action. By the time he was 11, he'd been cast as Harry Potter, and as the franchise drew to a close, Radcliffe had resorted to drink. During a podcast with Marc Maron, the Woman in Black actor talked about his addiction and how he was afraid of what the future held if Hogwarts was no longer an option. Radcliffe conquered his addiction after being bored of feeling bad every morning while living alone and trying to appear normal. Eric Clapton. The famous musician recounted his heart-wrenching battle with drugs and alcohol in his autobiography. Before overcoming the deadly habit in the mid-70s, the Cream band members spent around $16,000 every week on heroin. Unfortunately, Clapton's principal vices became cocaine and alcohol as he substituted one substance with another. Clapton sought therapy and eventually left that lifestyle behind after 2 decades of constant usage, which included him passing out during a George Harrison concert. Demi Lovato. The cool for the summer actress went through hell before emerging stronger than ever. She was bullied as a teenager and later nearly died of an overdose with nearly irreparable results after mixing cocaine and Xanax. Lovato went to rehab for cocaine addiction in 2010. The pop singer overcame her chemical addiction during a previous stay in a psychiatric facility, but she still struggles with an eating condition. Eminem. Marshall Mathers' discography occasionally mentions drugs, typically expressing self-awareness of the hazards they pose. Eminem isn't afraid to talk about his drug addiction, stating in the documentary How to Make Money Selling Drugs that things got particularly bad in 2005, when the Missouri-born rapper mixed drugs to get a new high. In 2007, he went to rehab after his stomach was ruined by a painkiller addiction. The best-selling singer utilized fitness as a motivator and distraction to focus on his drug battle before releasing his 2 comeback albums, Relapse and Recovery. Drew Barrymore. This Charlie's Angel had a difficult background, which led to an 18-month hospitalization in a psychiatric facility when she was a teenager. Drew Barrymore, a talented child actor who had a noteworthy appearance in Steven Spielberg's E.T., began partying at the age of 13, and reportedly even younger with her mother, resulting in hard drugs and a reputation as a party girl. The actress struggled to find work after 2 stints in rehab, and effectively divorcing her parents before making a comeback in the 1990s. The mother of 2 now has an amazing resume and is a member of the Hollywood elite. Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark's comeback is one for the ages. As the centerpiece of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and one of the most sought-after stars on the planet. Despite a succession of memorable performances, including an Oscar nomination for his portrayal of Charlie Chaplin, Robert Downey Jr.'s career came to a standstill after he was arrested for heroin and cocaine possession. After being granted parole, the actor struggled for years, leading to yet another arrest during his time on Ally McBeal. Robert Downey Jr. turned his life around, kicked his addiction, and steadily earned his way back into Hollywood's good graces despite having little money and a grim future. Do you think these celebs are letting go of their addiction for good? Please tell us in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates about your favorite celebrities. Thanks for watching.